Good day. My name is Alan Palmer, the investigator. Today I'm going to ask and answer the question: who offered Kobe Bryant as a sacrifice? Normally in my videos, I will put forward the evidence. I will tie the evidence together, and then I will conclude by telling you who was guilty of doing the act. But today in this video, I'm going to change the format. Today, I'm going to tell you who was responsible for offering Kobe Bryant as a sacrifice, and then I am going to justify my claims by presenting the evidence as they stand. But before that, let me clear up something. Many people who have been viewing my video have been inquiring about the Illuminati and how to become a part of the Illuminati. The members of the Illuminati are members by virtue of their enlightenment. They are enlightened as they define the word enlightened. The members of the Illuminati are a small group, about 200 or 300 people. And everyone else who claim to be a member or a part of the Illuminati are slaves of the Illuminati. They are entrusted with funds in this realms so that they can entice people like you and I into devil worship. But Jay-Z and all of these people, they are not part of the Illuminati. They are slaves of the Illuminati, and their job is to entice and lure unsuspecting people into worship of the devil. So the question we are here to answer is: who offered Kobe Bryant as a sacrifice to Lucifer, or the Baphomet as these people call him? Vanessa Bryant, Kobe Bryant's wife, was responsible for offering her husband Kobe Bryant and her 13-year-old daughter Gianna Bryant as a sacrifice to the devil. Vanessa Bryant's relationship with her husband was not based on love. Vanessa Bryant's relationship with Kobe Bryant was an investment in Vanessa Bryant's future. You see, at 16 years old, Vanessa Bryant was involved in making music videos. She was on the fast track to get rich quick. And when Kobe Bryant came along, that fast track ended. You have to realize that in order for these young girls to get parts or roles in these music videos, they have to perform sexual favor to the directors, the producers, or anyone with any influence on those sets in order to get a role. So at 16 years old, Vanessa Bryant was what you can be considered a sexual veteran with lots of sexual experience. Kobe Bryant, on the other hand, 6 years older than Vanessa at age 22, was still a virgin. How do I know that he's a virgin? Listen to this clip of Vanessa speaking.
He was my everything. Kobe and I have been together since I was 17 and a half years old. I was his first girlfriend, his first love. I was his first girlfriend, his first love.
You see, any woman who have given themselves to their husband or to a man for the first time is always proud to speak about it. Would say something like, I was Kobe's first love and Kobe's was my first love. But all she can say is that she was Kobe's first love. That is because when Kobe married Vanessa, Vanessa's sexual experience was that of a much older woman in her 40s.
I was his first girlfriend, his first love.
One of the things that most men do not understand is that if you marry a woman who you did not deflower, a woman whose virginity you have not taken, you will spend the rest of your life trying to please that woman, and nothing that you ever do will be ever good enough, and surely you will never be able to please her in bed. That is because you did not take her virginity. That privilege is reserved for the man who was responsible for taking her virginity. If you want to know more about this, please send me an email at kingallanp@gmail.com. That is kingallanp@gmail.com. Vanessa Bryant entangled Kobe with sex and with witchcraft. That is why Kobe was so deeply in love with this woman, and she did not care about him. That was why Kobe's mother was so upset when he chose to marry Vanessa, because Miss Bryant knew what was happening. She used the same technique to entrap Joe Bryan, and she did not want her son to become a victim of the same thing that her husband was a victim of at her hands. What goes around comes around. Miss Bryant did not want her son to fall in the same trap her husband, Kobe's father, fell into at her hands, and that is why she refused to attend the wedding and instructed her husband, who was still under her control, not to attend Kobe's wedding also.
And then she called me to her side. She said, son, take time to know her. Nothing over my head, take time to know her. Please don't rush into the affair. He said, son, take time to know her.
A boy always choose a wife that is the same like his mother. Remember I said earlier that Vanessa Bryant did not love Kobe Bryant, that he was an investment in her financial future.
Family shared, there was a time when Vanessa filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences.
Remember I said earlier that Vanessa Bryant did not love Kobe Bryant, that he was an investment in her financial future. This is another clip. Here is what Vanessa Bryant had to say to members of the press when they were going through the divorce, that she have cited irreconcilable differences with Kobe Bryant in soliciting a divorce from Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant, estranged wife Vanessa. Despite all their problems, he still wants her back. And now we know how he can do it. Win, you son of a bitch! Win!
That was the best interview. Did you read that?
No.
That article?
Yeah, Vanessa told New York Magazine, quote, I certainly would not want to be married to somebody that can't win championships. If you're sacrificing time away from my family and myself for the benefit of winning championships, then winning a championship should happen every single year. Yeah!
She's like, basically, I only have sex with champions. That's what I do. And it's just like, you sound like a racehorse.
She didn't finish high school. She came out, and to make a statement like that is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, kinda harsh, Vanessa. Kobe's doing his best.
Hey, I'm on her side on this too. She wants to benefit the way he wants to benefit.
She wants the money.
Fine, she wants the money. She wants the money. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
What was the conclusion of the TMZ staff in this clip? Vanessa Bryant is only interested in the money. She don't love the man, she just wants the money and NBA titles. Isn't this enough proof that Vanessa Bryant never loved Kobe Bryant? Isn't this enough proof that Vanessa Bryant, like the TMZ staff had concluded, is only interested in Kobe's money? And the more title he wins, the more money he makes, the more endorsement and so forth. Now that Kobe Bryant is dead, who is responsible for his estate? Who has possessions over all of his money? No one else but Vanessa Bryant. You see, some 20 years earlier, Vanessa Bryant made an investment in Kobe Bryant, and she chose him as her cash cow. To get a divorce from Kobe Bryant now would give her a couple $1 million, but Vanessa Bryant was not satisfied with just a couple $1 million, $18 or $20 million after 20 years of marriage. Vanessa Bryant wanted all, and the only way she can get all and get that money secure is to offer Kobe Bryant and her daughter Gianna as a sacrifice to the Baphomet, and that is what she did. Now, after Vanessa Bryant have filed for a divorce from Kobe, citing irreconcilable differences, what made them get back together?
Family shared, there was a time when Vanessa filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. This was a challenging time for the family, but apparently the differences between Kobe and Vanessa weren't irreconcilable because they later called off the divorce. Although they refused to comment on the details.
What made them get back together? It is simple. Kobe hated the idea of accepting to his mother that she was right when she told him that this woman was not the right woman. He hated the idea of giving his mother, who have manipulated his father for so long, the privilege of saying, I told you so. And therefore, he made up with Vanessa, allowing Vanessa to take control of his life, of his family, of his manhood. Look at Kobe celebrating the victory of his Super Bowl team in the Super Bowl. Does this look like a man who is in charge of his own home, or does it look like a stepchild in the home of his stepmother?
No, 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 no. Oh, thank God. Oh, my God. Yes, we won. We won the fucking Super Bowl. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. We fucking won the fucking Super Bowl. Oh, my God. Yeah, oh, my God. Yeah. Yes. 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 Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Don't scare her, babe.
That is not how a man celebrates the victory of his team. That is a child celebrating in the home of his stepmother. Listen, look at how he's running across the room on tippy toes because he's afraid.
Yes!
To offend Vanessa Bryant. Listen to her correcting him. Be careful. Don't make too much noise. Don't frighten the child. That is her way of saying, be quiet in this house. You are not the man of this house. Look at Kobe Bryan playing with his daughter. Look at this clip.
Come on.
Oh my God. Good girl.
Is that the clip of a real man who's in charge of his home playing with one of his child? You can't hear his voice.
Come on.
Whose voice you can hear dominant in the background?
Oh my God. Good girl.
He is trying to please Vanessa. So here we see a situation where Kobe, in getting reconciled with Vanessa Bryant and avoiding the divorce, has relegated himself to become a stepchild in his own home that is run by a stepmother who is his wife. When Kobe Bryant retired, it all broke loose. Everything became chaos because now Kobe Bryant was always at home. Kobe Bryant wanted to be a father to his children and a husband to a wife who did not need him to be a husband. So while Kobe Bryant wanted to spend more time with his wife who did not love him, did not want him around.
Vanessa told New York Magazine, quote, I certainly would not want to be married to somebody that can't win championships. If you're sacrificing time away from my family and myself for the benefit of winning championships, then winning a championship should happen every single year. Yeah.
At Kobe's death, it has been 4 years since he had retired. And at 4 years in retirement, it means that he had not won a championship in 4 years. Prior to Kobe's retirement, he had not won a championship about 4 or 5 years. And seeing that he is retired now, he will never win another NBA championship. So, since Vanessa Bryant was willing to divorce Kobe Bryant because he was not winning championships, what do you think she's going to do now? That he will never win a championship again. It is time. She's not going to divorce. She's going to get rid of him permanently.
New York Magazine, quote, I certainly would not want to be married to somebody that can't win championships.
She didn't finish high school. She came out and to make a statement like that is absolutely ridiculous.
It's the benefit. She wants the money. Fine, she wants the money. She wants the money. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
To get a divorce from Kobe Bryant now would give her a couple $1 million. But Vanessa Bryant was not satisfied with just a couple $1 million. $18 or $20 million after 20 years of marriage. Vanessa Bryant wanted all, and the only way she can get all and get that money secure is to offer Kobe Bryant and her daughter Gianna as a sacrifice to the Baphomet, and that is what she did. Around, and now he was spending more time with the children. Vanessa Bryant had the monopoly on the love and the affection of all of her children. Now Kobe Bryant was home. She had to share that love, the affection, and the time of her children, and she couldn't stand that. Here is the man who has all the fame, who has all the money, who have all the fans, and now he is here to take away the love and affection of those that she has, her children. He has the love and affection of Gigi Bryant, but now he's manipulating with his charisma and his charm and his loving personality. He's now manipulating the love and the affection of the other children. There is so much we can learn from as it relates to Kobe Bryant's funeral. While the media want us to believe that Vanessa Bryant was strong in the way she gave her speech at Kobe Bryant's funeral, there's so much we can take away from Vanessa Bryant's speech. When she speaks about her daughter, Gianna, listen to this hissing song. That is a song that she's proud of the presentation that she's making. She's proud of what she wrote. When a person make this hissing song, when they're mourning, it always follows with the negative shake of the head that they don't understand. But how's Vanessa Bryant hissing song was straight face, and it shows pride. Another thing that you go back and look at this video, you will see that each time she lie about Gianna Bryant and her relationship, the hissing song doesn't precede the statement that she was making, because the statement that she was making was untrue, so she didn't hiss to show pride in what she was saying. Listen to the way she gave Kobe Bryant's speech. Listen to this speech. There was no emotion. No hissing song was taken away. That is because she didn't care about Kobe Bryant, and all she's doing now is playing a part and buying the time where she would have full access to his assets. Do you want to tell me that Vanessa Bryant spent 20 years of her life with Kobe in a house, make Kobe's babies, and she was not disturbed by Kobe's death? She can be so strong that people like Michael Jordan, who only interact with Kobe intermittently as a friend, and people like Jimmy Kimmel, who only interact with Kobe intermittently as a friend, are so distorted and broken up over his death, and she is unaffected by her husband's death. She is able to stand up before thousands of people and present a speech without any. I have a best friend by the name of Winston Franklin, number 10. Even when I think about number 10 have died about 10 or 15 years ago or more. When I think about my friend Winston, I get emotional. My sister Charmin have died almost 20 years ago. When I think about Charmin, I get all emotional and teary-eyed. My brother Albert and Val, when I think about these people, I get all emotional and teary-eyed. How is it that I can get emotional over a good friend, Winston Franklin, the number 10? How is it Michael Jordan, who is just friendly with Kobe Bryant, can get all emotion just thinking about him? How is it Jimmy Kimmel can get all emotional about Kobe just thinking about him? Because they had a good friendship. How is it that Kobe's wife is unaffected to the point where she can stand straight face and give a speech about her husband? Like Shaq, we all know that Shaq and Kobe Bryant has a strain.
I remember him saying, these guys are playing checkers and I'm out here playing chess. And I would say, I guess so, Kobe, I don't know how to play chess.
Relationship. That is why Shaq was able to go there and stand straight face and give a speech, because of the strained relationship that he experienced with Kobe. The emotional value for Shaquille O'Neal is not there as it is with Michael Jordan and Jimmy Fallon, who have never had disagreement or falling out with Kobe. But Vanessa Bryant and Shaq had the same poster at Kobe Bryant's funeral. Kobe Bryant Memorial Service. It was not a celebration of Kobe Bryant's life, but it was a celebration of Vanessa Bryant's first Illuminati sacrifice and her induction into the Illuminati as a slave of the Illuminati. Look at her hairstyle. Her hairstyle is a replica of the all-seeing eye of the Illuminati, one of the signs that members of the slave class of the Illuminati display to show their affiliation with the Illuminati. The all-seeing eye. There is Vanessa Bryant, the wife of Kobe Bryant, the woman who offered her husband Kobe Bryant as a sacrifice to the Baphomet so that she can get all of his wealth, the love of all of his children, and the favor of the demonic world. My name is Alan Palmer. I am the investigator. Until the Most High take away my will to fight, I will not stop fighting against what's evil. Until the Most High take away my strength to fight, I will not stop fighting against what's wrong. But until then,
I found a woman I felt I truly loved. She was everything I'd ever been dreaming of, but she was bad, I didn't know it. Her pretty smile took her home to mama. Mama wanna see my future bride. And then she called me to her side. She said, son, take that over here. Nothing overnight, baby.